Lewis beginning her 10th grade year down in sunny South Beach.
It'll be interesting to pay attention to this formation too in the future. See, you've got that handoff there where you don't know she has it, but what an athletic move and that little hip flick to finish it off.
Alex Harris along the right side with a penalty marker near midfield. Well officiated game in our first matchup earlier today that we witnessed with the boys 15U.
During the run, we got blocking, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So blocking occurs when there is a run play. You can no longer be running downfield and literally blocking or shielding a defensive player from getting to the play. So you have to just stop your feet.
Trying to get to midfield for the first down. At that point, you have 3 downs to score a touchdown. Scoreless game underway. 12-minute clock in each half. These games are fast-paced. So try to pay attention.
Again, why not use your athletes in these situations? You've got the handoff, and she can run it, which is what makes it so tricky there. Hey, but really great flagpole there from the actual quarterback from the other team.
Soraya Leach, one of the top athletes who is committed to play soccer at IUP, getting set to begin her freshman campaign. Flagpole critical, 3rd down. And a big play early in this matchup between Liberty City and PFFL Steel.
So this is always an interesting place for a defensive philosophy here. Do you let them get the first down and really try and stop them as close to the halfway line?
Lewis with time, spins it, that's a first down. Marching towards the 10 goes Kayla Brown. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
What a great run there. I mean, brilliant job. She did a great job of finding space between the defenders.
And then
that missed flag just hurt them that much.
Pass only.
Phoebe, how big is it to get that first touchdown in a game like this where everything's on the line?
Huge, because this game is all about offensive play. You're expecting to score points here, and now look where they are. Get that ball going quickly, and you build on that confidence, which they got quite a lot of.
Shuffle pass straight ahead, tiptoeing near the goal line and stopped short is Harris. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. Liberty City on the move on their first possession.
So we're in the no-run zone here. So they're not able to run the football. There has to be a pass. But you can naturally create some sort of pick plays, just like you see in basketball.
We see pick plays in football, too, right? Sometimes they get the coaches a bit up in arms. Lewis under center. Spins it ahead, forward, incomplete, looking for Poetry August. And the no-run zones that you reference, 5 yards right before midfield and also before the goal line.
And that's all about the safety of the game, right? As we heard in that little teaser earlier, it is about non-contact. So you don't want to have a run zone because therefore you think they might just run into the other players to get in the end zone.
And contact results in a penalty. The quick toss and incomplete in the back of the end zone looking for Harris.
She'll be upset about that one. I mean, she was wide open on that nice little corner route to the back of the end zone.
Bengals ball.
It's hard, though. Sometimes when you're that open, there's too much time to think about catching that football.
So you get 3 downs to score after crossing midfield. And how about PFFL Steel? The defense holds in a spot where Liberty City, it felt like they had the advantage.
I mean, that's going to be a huge win for them. They were a little bit nervous coming into this, so that's just going to build on that confidence. And now here we are starting. I mean, this is going to be a great drive for them.
Shaylin Brown is the quarterback for PFFL Steel. Quick toss, and Soraya Leach tumbling ahead. Stopped at the 9.
Really nice job there by Brown. Look, get the ball in your playmaker's hands early on. Get the momentum going. She's a multi-sport athlete. She was telling us beforehand she plays tackle football, she plays rugby, so she loves this contact sport, but you use those skill sets.
2nd in midfield. Results in a first down and 3 opportunities to score a touchdown. Brown wants to heave one deep. And in traffic, the pass is caught. Courtney Yoder.
She was in great coverage there by Poetry.
And a penalty marker.
On the play, we got an illegal forward pass. Offense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Similar to football, you can't step across the line of scrimmage and launch a pass.
Absolutely. So you really have to be aware of where you are. And that's also why you have that line judge. So you'll see the referees standing up at the line of scrimmage, where they also will be looking for false starts, but it's a good marker for you as a quarterback to make sure that you never pass that official.
Quarterback has 7 seconds to throw the ball. You will hear the countdown as it gets closer to 0. And a pass heaved deep, nearly intercepted. Coverage down the field looking.
That is who you would want to throw it to. You've got
Leach.
a big receiver out there in Leach. They're going to want to punt the ball here just because it doesn't make sense to try and make it that far.
28 for flag football. You can't beat that. Liberty City gets it back. And Harris is going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage at 2nd down.
I mean, that was a really great flag pull. Look, those first drives, just like you have in tackle football, are all about feeling each other out. Who are those key players? What are the tendencies that each team has here? And when you get that run play and you've got a strong linebacker like we did just then with Courtney Yoder, you want to drive down on that flag and get it as quickly as possible.
Yoder, a versatile athlete. The team representing the Bengals across the middle and intercepted. Soraya Leach.
Beautiful field position. This is incredible for them. I mean, an unfortunate mistake there by Liberty City, but PFFL, way to come in there as an absolute athlete, multi-sport like we saw. I mean, she just cut that route off completely. Beautiful eyes on the ball there.
We talked to Soraya before this game, and she was excited not only about her upcoming collegiate career playing soccer, but also about the chance to win a championship, and now a golden opportunity for PFFL Steel. Knocking on the door, the first score of the game.
So a lot of misdirection there. Sometimes when you get these bunch formations, you try and just hand it off, or you might get some reverses in there. See what you can get, but hey, the field position allows them to be able to.
You got a flag guard on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd and goal.
Bakhtar stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The penalty will knock him back 5 yards, Phoebe, and here we go.
So flag guarding is a really tricky thing, especially when you think your running motion technically goes down by your hands by your side.
But it sounds like exactly what the penalty is. You're trying to stop that flag from being yanked.
Yeah, you've got to give me a fair right to try and pull that flag away from you.
I don't want to do that, though, as the ball carrier. Back under center, Lewis heaves one deep and incomplete. Leach in the area.
So interesting to see there that Charity Fisher came in as quarterback. I mean, a strong arm on that, absolutely, but an interesting choice because remember, on this side of the field, they only have 3 downs now. They don't have that extra one they could have used earlier. This could be a missed opportunity if we don't get it in here.
No, Charity Fisher, 5'3", playing quarterback, a big fan of Hibachi, who isn't? And on 3rd down and goal, one more opportunity for PFFL Steel. And another ball launched towards the end zone. And a tiptoe in the back, the interception. Ball will come out to the 5.
Interesting on that play there. Liberty City Warriors rushed 2 on that play. So you are eligible to do that. As long as you are behind the 7-yard mark from the line of scrimmage, you can rush that.
Harris with the interception. One more look at the pass rush.
So you'll see both those athletes lined up 7 yards off the ball of scrimmage, and they have a direct line to where the quarterback is. They must trust their defense to be able to get those picks, put that pressure on the quarterback.
Phoebe, it feels like both of these teams kind of feeling each other out in the early going. Liberty City, we talked about them as perhaps one of the favorites to bring home the championship, and so far PFFL Steel has gone toe-to-toe with this group. Yoder with the blitz, and the pass incomplete off the fingertips of Alex Harris.
I think here is where we're starting to see really the relationship between PFFL Steel. We talked to them earlier on, and they said flag football for them is about unity. They feel like a big family. And again, their coach puts them in at multiple different positions. When we said, what position do you play? They all said, wherever coach tells us to. And you saw that already with Charity coming in from safety to quarterback. You love to see that understanding of the game.
Yeah, and talking with Jason Russell, the head coach of PFFL Steel. He's a former Cincinnati football player with the Bearcats back in the day and was coached by Mike Tomlin, Mark D'Antonio, amongst others, and a penalty marker comes in on the pass completion that went to August.
We got impeding the rusher. Offense. Half the distance. 3rd down.
All right, we turn to our rules expert, Phoebe. Tell us what happened there.
Impeding the rush is really tricky. So you see where the rushers lined up. They have a direct line to where the quarterback is. As you saw there, the center just got in that imaginary direct line of the rusher. So that is what we consider impeding the rush. You have got to move out of their way when they're going straight to the quarterback like that from 7 yards behind.
You are dropping knowledge. We are all learning on the fly here. It is fantastic.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Phil.
Third down, midfield to go to keep the drive going. This one heaved deep, and it's intercepted. PFFL Steel with the pick, and on the interception is Charity Fisher. We've seen her at quarterback, now playing center field as a safety, and here comes PFFL Steel.
That was a beautiful interception here. And again, Charity, we talked about her. She's actually a musician. That's what she's going to go to college for. But great opportunity. And look, she feels the space. You see her start moving those hips. Those are those flag moves you really want to see. Great job there. I mean, again, the receivers have to keep running their routes. So it puts a lot of pressure now onto Liberty City Warriors.
First down and goal to go. PFFL on the verge. Yoder goes in motion. They'll fake it her direction towards the end zone and nearly intercepted. Now the pass rush was coming in on Brown quickly. It's second and goal.
So it's really interesting. In NFL flag, you can do a play action, so to speak. However, a defender cannot cross the line of scrimmage unless there's a very clear handoff. So you just suck in those linebackers a little bit, and we'll be able to see that in just a second. So you got that little play action from before. It just slows them down. Hey, but we got to jump for these footballs and make sure that if you're throwing to the back of the end zone, you go to the tallest person back there.
It's not rocket science, it's flag football. Throw it up, let's see what happens. You take a look at the pass rush rules. Bunch formation again, and the flag's going to be pulled behind the line of scrimmage. Making it third down and goal, and Silvera snuck back in the backfield to bring down the ball, carrying a loss of a yard.
Silvera also likes to be called prime, and we saw that out here right now with that speed. Look, for me, rusher is one of the most important positions on defense. Imagine they're like your defensive linemen that are closing down that time, forcing the quarterback to make that play. But you can change a game if you've got a quick and agile rusher.
Well, prime showed us that right there. Third and goal, critical play now for head coach Jason Russell's team. Trying to work this football into the end zone here at the end of the first half. We asked him about the strategy coming into this game. He said, we haven't been able to scout Liberty City. I like it better that way, but we're going to try to get our best athletes in space and see if they can make plays, and keep an eye for Soraya Leach here, number 5 for the Bengals. Shaylin Brown back in at quarterback. She'll take her time. Here comes the heat. She eludes it, back corner, and out of bounds and incomplete. Well, a microcosm of this first half, the defenses have stood tall deep in their own end zones.
Absolutely. And that just the interceptions taking over, really playing a big role here in this game.
All right, so our second half getting set to begin. We saw PFFL Steel in that first half complete 2 of 4 passes for 27 yards. Shaylin Brown doing the bulk of that work. She returns quarterback. And in motion goes Charity Fisher, and the ball spun down and incomplete, and a little confusion in the backfield results in second down and midfield to go.
It's tough sometimes when you're trying to get that rhythm so early on in the day. And look, you want to be getting the ball to your athletes on the move, because they can use that speed and really utilize those different skill sets that are needed within flag football to be evasive.
Here comes the pass rush. Brown avoids it, dumps it off to Fisher, who tiptoes out of bounds. And ahead towards the 10-yard line. It'll be third and midfield from there.
Really interesting just talking to Brown beforehand. She's actually one of the only girls on the team that want to go and play college flag football after this. She loves it. I mean, quite soft-spoken, but absolute multi-sport athlete. I mean, she is incredible. At 5'2", that's what's great about the sport. It's all shapes and sizes. You don't have to be those 5'11", 6' plus quarterbacks. You can be smaller in size and absolutely dominate.
As someone who is not 5 feet 11 inches tall, I can appreciate that.
We'll get you out there. Come on now.
Third down. And a deep heave by Charity Fisher, nearly a one-headed pick, and here comes 2 penalty markers.
That's going to look like a penalty there in terms of pushing off. You can't do that as you can't in tackle football either. I mean, that
We
was
got
almost an
pass
interception, though.
interference. Number 1 on the defense. Automatic, first down.
Alex Harris in coverage, nearly pulled off the impossible, but committing the infraction in the process.
So you'll be able to see on the screen there's a bit of a holding as well in that and pushing off. So you have to give them a fair right to the ball.
First and goal, Bengals.
The whole beauty of flag football, it is non-contact. Incidental is going to happen, but you can't be seen to be putting someone in a dangerous position.
Talking with both teams prior, one of the questions I asked, the physicality of the sport, despite the fact that there's not contact allowed technically, and they all agreed it's a very physical sport because of what you just stipulated. The dump off goes to Bakhtar. Sarah Bakhtar picks up 5 and ushered out near the 15-yard line.
And Bakhtar was saying about how she plays center, she plays corner, and again, how that's really developing her. I mean, look, what's great about this, flag football is growing. It's sanctioned in 11 different states, and a lot of that's thanks to the NFL teams who are really helping to push the growth of this sport. Give those young women an opportunity.
Play action, Brown, and a flag pull behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and goal to go, and it's now or never on this possession for PFFL Steel.
The speed of these athletes is just incredible to watch here. I mean, the way that Zahara Leaks, who is actually only 14 years old, she is the youngest player on this field right now. The way that she is getting to the quarterback is incredible. And with that confidence as well, you need that as a rusher because you have a big impact on the play.
Plays basketball, also a cheerleader, and that athleticism on display. You talked about the pass rush, how critical it is. We've seen that on 3 scoring opportunities for both sides. And the defense has stood tall in this moment right now. Brown's got to go. Brown's got to go along the far side. The flag is pulled 2 yards short of the goal line.
Oh, that was a beautiful play. And that is something that's what they've done here is incredible because when you are a quarterback, you receive the football. You are the first, quarterback is designated the first person to receive the football from the center. And you have 7 seconds to release the ball. However, when you hand the ball off like they did in this play, now you can run or you can pass the ball and there is no longer a clock. So it is a great tactic to install there.
Alex Harris had the penalty earlier, the critical flag pulled there to stop the potential touchdown, which would have been the first of this game. Second half underway, scoreless. And ahead to Poetry August. And stopped at the 10, a 5-yard gain.
I like the methodology here. They're taking what's given by the defense. Get those 5 yards and just keep pushing along. If you can get 6, 7 yards every single play in flag football, you're just going to march right down the field.
That's a win in your mind.
Absolutely, because look, the field is only 70 yards long. So you've got to play the maths game.
Kyle Lewis with time. And the near side toss hauled in by Harris. So on 3rd down, midfield to go. That was spotted about 6 yards short of that mark.
3rd down, runner pass.
So as we heard there, the official asked, they are going to either punt or play it there. But again, we're outside of the no-run zone, so they could technically hand off the ball, which is, with these guys, something to look out for.
A little bit of trickeration, if you will. Shovel pass off the handoff. Ooh. And on the sweep, this is going to work to perfection. Towards the end zone is Brown. And Liberty City, strikes first with the touchdown here in our second half.
They are going to be so happy with that. I mean, that was a beautiful play. They handed off the football. They were able to run through space. All you need is one move, and you had the whole defense going the other direction.
We got a good touchdown.
Speed kills in this game.
Pass from Harris to Brown from 31 yards out. After the handoff on the sweep, and here comes a 1-point attempt. From the 5, you can go for 2 from the 10. A 6-0 ball game, and Lewis, she'll have time to send one towards that front pylon, and it's caught, and it's 7-0 Liberty City. PFFL Steel actually technically the oldest.
We got first down Bengals.
They average nearly 17.5 years old, and you have to think, Phoebe, that matters on some level to have that experience.
It does, especially when you start to think that you've got college players on your team. I mean, PFFL Steel, for example, they have 3 college players on their team.
Penalty marker comes in as Brown moves along the right side for a minimal gain. Waiting for the call from Brian Sullivan.
This is going to be really important for them here because they have to score on this drive. They may not get the opportunity to get another possession if Liberty City decide to really play the clock.
Roughness, number 1 on the defense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Alex Harris has been all over the field today. We've seen her score touchdowns. We've seen her defend passes. And in that moment, the infraction makes it a first down.
Yeah, and just when you're watching this play, you have to make sure that you're not endangering somebody in any way, shape, or form.
Brown's pass is caught, and that'll be a first down. PFFL Steel on the move. The grab made by Sarah Bakhtar.
It'll be interesting to see this. It looks like the receivers ended up in the same position on that play, but it worked. The quarterback gave a higher chance. If you've got 2 receivers to 1 DB, that's a chance I'll take as well.
We got first and goal Bengals.
Defensively, you don't see a lot of man-to-man in flag football, which is interesting, and we'll get more thoughts from you on that as we get a little deeper into this game and later today. Gain of 17, PFFL Steel. Could be their final possession. The handoff. And Charity Fisher, one of the dynamic playmakers for head coach Jason Russell.
That's the beauty of this game. If you've got an athletic person, maybe they can't throw the ball, although Charity has that threat as well, put them in the backfield. You see the receiver come under center, toss it back, they hand it off. You can do that as much as you'd like behind the line of scrimmage. And again, that 7-second clock is removed, and you've got a lot more options of what you can do. It really is a challenge and stress on a defense.
Second and goal, but 2 downs to cross the goal line. And this is where we've seen a handful of drives bogged down for both teams today. Brown eludes the pressure, off the pump fake. She'll take off towards the goal line. And stopped about 4.5 yards short. It'll be 3rd and goal, and the final chance for PFFL Steel to score the 6 points coming up.
We got 3rd and goal.
So that flagpole there was by Poetry August. And interesting, we were reading about her bio, and one of the questions was, who's your favorite athlete? And she said, herself.
Hey.
You got to back yourself.
Got to have the confidence and the swagger to play this game.
Absolutely.
Brown has it, 3rd and goal, and the touchdown. Here comes 2 penalty markers. Yoder grabbed it. And this could be offsides.
We got an illegal rush on the defense. That penalty's declined. We got a good touchdown.
Now the question becomes, do you go for 1 or go for 2 here? There's a lot of time left with 2:36 remaining in the half.
We're going 2, run or pass.
You'd want to look to go for 2 here because you also have the benefit of the yardage. And it's interesting on that illegal rush, just to be clear on what that is you cannot cross the line of scrimmage unless a clear handoff has been made. So unless you're 7 yards back, you cannot cross the line of scrimmage.
So a 2-point attempt coming, and the first lead of the game perhaps for PFFL Steel.
Those little spots in the middle, especially when you get down to the end zone, it gets really congested in there. So a lot of people are looking for the front and back pylons, and often they forget about the athlete in the middle. So a receiver can just sit there nicely in space, be patient, come friendly to the quarterback, and that's where those nice touchdowns can be made, especially if you know that they're sending a rusher. You want to almost replace where the rusher came from because that is now a vacant void.
Timeout has been called. Courtney Yoder grabbed the score. What's the philosophy and the thought process to go for 2 here, and what are you expecting to see? What do you want to try to dial up?
I think first off, it goes to speak about that they've got a lot of confidence in their defense to be able to stop the Liberty City Warriors here. So if they can go for 2, they get up. Now you got the score is 8-7, and they're thinking, all right, we'll be able to stop, get that turnover, and by then the clock is already gone. That's what's so interesting about this sport is you really have to play to the time and keep to make sure that you've got the last possession in the game. For me, I would go for 2. I think that you have a quarterback who is eligible to make that throw, but also get that double QB. Take that 7-second time off because Zahara Leaks, the rusher for Liberty City, has been really quick. And earlier on, Coach Sheehan was really coaching her up on breaking down and getting that flag.
7-6, 1:44 remaining. Jason Russell encouraging his team and the fans in attendance to make a little noise. Let's see if it all comes down to this. Handoff, and Brown gets it, heaves it in zone, and intercepted. Looking for Soraya Leach. And the interception hauled in by Brown.
First down Texans coming out.
That's a risk you got to take, though. I would throw it up to her as well. She's your tallest player. She's going to be a goalie at college. I mean, she's got great hands, but it was a great coverage and great vision on the ball by Liberty City Warriors there.
Our conversations with Kayla Brown pregame, she had a soft-spoken confidence about her and just talking about this team and their expectations today. So a 1-point deficit now for PFFL Steel. They got to find a way to get the ball back. And now less than a minute remaining in this running clock.
I would honestly just be running the ball here. Keep handing the ball off. You've got less than 50 seconds left on the clock. Burn the time and just take home that win. No need to put the ball in any stressful situation.
Bengals will call a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 52 seconds remaining, and that is their last timeout. And it'll be second down, midfield to go for this next play. And you're saying Liberty City, they need to keep it on the ground and maybe see if they can get the ball to Harris?
I think Harris would be the right one to choose there. I think that she's got the speed, agility. She also plays at the college level, right? Back-to-back NJCAA winner. She's been a great all-around athlete for them and understanding of the game. So for me, Alex Harris is the one.
Brown's interception, the difference in the end zone moments ago. She lists her favorite athlete as Dawn Staley. She is a heck of an athlete and even better coach.
Second down, Texans.
Let's see if perhaps she's ready to make another play for Liberty City. With possession, they have to get to midfield to get that first down. And this play is going to say a lot about winner of this game and who it will be. Harris along the left side. Flag is still intact and on the waist and finally pulled closer to midfield, about 5 yards short.
Again, beautiful move there. I mean, Kaya Lewis understands who she has in her athletes, and they have that great understanding. I mean, she's doing a wonderful job back there, just directing traffic. And Harris, why not? You get that little quarter spin in there, a little hip flick, inner Shakira move. I mean, that is a tough one to pull.
Phoebe, there is a play clock, so they do have to snap the football one more time at least in this scenario.
Yeah, and third down here, again, you've got that 4 to get to the half, so they're feeling pretty good. All you need to get is a couple yards and run around. You're at 7 seconds. I mean, the clock just goes so quickly.
And a whistle before the ball was snapped. Felt like for a minute, and instead that is the end of the game. Liberty City finds a way, 7-6, the final. Alexandra Harris made just enough plays to get the job done for the Warriors.